Okay. You say that she would choose abusive men, and so you would be in danger as kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Multiple times.
Previous stepfather even tried to shoot her, and when I lived back with her there in Maine, and yeah, it's on that level of danger, you know.
Yeah.
He shot at her. Yes.
He shot at her and missed.
Yes.
And okay.
It was more of a warning shot, I'm assuming. But they had a manhunt going on throughout the state for him, and then my mom had.
But you blame her for getting shot at.
And then that's when she had sent me back to California and told me she'd be there a week later. She just had to drive our stuff, and she never showed up.
You said at one point she just got in a full-out fist fight with a 15-year-old.
Yeah, I witnessed that.
It was a 15-year-old girl.
15-year-old girl, and she was a grown woman.
Okay, and then she drove to your house, pulled up on the lawn, honking the horn, yelling for your fiance to come out in the yard and fight her.
Oh yeah, called her out over something as silly as apple picking. You know, she wasn't invited. We didn't extend an invitation that was extended to us, to her. So she felt like she wasn't included. And we went apple picking with my son and my daughters, and she sent nasty messages on Facebook, and then showed up on my lawn at about 8:30 at night, holding the horn down, honking, screaming obscenities. And I actually had to go out and confront her because my children were still awake, and you know, I wasn't going to put my fiance in that situation. She didn't need to deal with her. You know, I've dealt with it my whole life, so dealing with that was no different than any other moment. But
well, the three of you feel abandoned by her, of course, and then you say she's also abandoned her stepdaughter.
yeah.
And then you say that when you were 16, she's opening credit cards up in your name and running up bills and ruining your credit when you were 16.
16, 17, there were utility bills put in my name because she couldn't afford to pay them herself.
And they emptied out a savings account.
When we were younger, she had accessed our one of the first trips we took back there. She had accessed our savings accounts while we were there.
She had some choice names for your fiance on Facebook.
Yeah. She called my fiance a whore. Told her she was never part of the family, never included. Called her dirty, unclean, basically anything she could to hurt.
And then your stepdaughter, on her birthday, she's right across the street. Could have walked over and said, "Hey, happy birthday."
No.
It wasn't even across the street. It was just like next door, right?
Literally right behind us. I mean, we lived in an apartment complex, and my other brother lived right behind us at the time, my younger brother, and I watched her come and go on her birthday, and then 5 days later, she practically demanded to see my son on his birthday, as if his was the one that mattered, and my stepdaughter's birthday didn't. So,
well, I've said many times, I don't care how flat you make a pancake, it's got two sides, and this story has got two sides. Her sons say that their mom is only here for a free flight, a hotel, and to paint herself as the victim. And she's here. When we come back, she's going to tell us her side of this pancake. We'll be right back.
My three sons are conspiring against me. I'm pissed. I don't feel I abandoned them. I made mistakes, and they need to move on. Their level of hatred is way beyond what I deserve. They're dragging me through it continuously.
And later, did you pull up on the lawn, blowing the horn, offering to fight with his fiance?
I did not pull up on the lawn. I pulled up in the parking lot.
Monday on an all-new Dr. Phil.
Hans changed his name to Sexy Vegan.
I got Sexy Vegan tattooed on my face.
My son parades around in Speedos.
He carries a full-length mirror.
I am drop dead gorgeous.
I am the vegan messiah. Let's see your talent.
Hey, no, you need to look at me.
Let's
Look at
see
me.
your talent.
Okay, security, get him out of here.
That's Monday.
My mom's a master manipulator. My mother has a tendency to always try to play the victim. She'll cry her way out of any situation. She will use fake tears to manipulate Dr. Phil, or anyone else, for that matter.
My mom is called out on something, it automatically turns into what you did, whatever she can say or do to get somebody off of her